If you've been curious on whether or not your printer can print without borders or margins, this is a tutorial for you. I own a Canon Pixma and I absolutely love how my invitations always turn out when I use this setting, so I'm going to walk you through exactly how I save mine out and what settings I use in order to achieve this. Typically, I'll start out over in Canva and create my design in here. I did make this save the date 5x7 because I envisioned these on watercolor sheets, so that is what I'm going to be doing this on. In the top right button, I'm going to go over to share to have this download. Since this is the file that I'm going to be printing directly from, I'm going to change this to PDF best for print. And then for color profile, I switch this to CMYK. And then I finalize this by clicking download. Once that's complete, your design should pop up and give you a nice preview so you can look over everything. As long as everything looks good in your preview and there's no corrections needed, go up to File, then Print. A little pop-up window should appear with all of your printer settings that you need to fine-tune in order to get this all set up. So on the left-hand side, we see a lot of white space that obviously we do not want. That is because the paper size we have this on right now is 8.5 by 11, but we do not want that. We are going to be printing onto 5x7. Now you'll notice at the top of this list, it has a bunch of presets with this printer. And of course, 5x7 is one of them, and it does give me a borderless option. Unfortunately, it is cut off in this video right now, but I do usually typically select that. Now, if you're someone that doesn't have this with your printer settings, I would go down to this bottom right here and manage custom sizing. This is great because even if you have a weird size card or something to that effect, you can always make a new custom size right in here. In that bottom left-hand corner, you saw I hit a plus button, and I'm gonna just set myself up with a new template. Make sure you title it something you remember, because then it's gonna save for you so you don't have to do this continuously. Now, if you go to this margins tab and I go to select my printer, you'll notice that the margins change. Unfortunately, those numbers are preset in there, so you won't be able to change it. So go back to user defined and then you'll be able to zero all these out. Once you've done that, go back up to the top and then put in the sizing of what your paper is. When you're done, go to the bottom and hit OK. When we come back to our original window, you'll see for paper size, we now have a new template that says 5x7 invitations. So now anytime you go to make these, it will have that borderless set up for you. And in that left little window, it looks perfect because now we don't have any white space around our design. Other presets I like to note is for scaling, make sure it is on 100%, not scale to fit. And always make sure you jump over to quality and media and change it to the paper that you are using. As I told you guys in the beginning of this video, I am printing onto watercolor 5x7 paper, so I'm gonna go with this matte photo paper option. If your paper that you're gonna be printing onto has a gloss or a shine, I would go with this glossy photo paper option. It is important to put the right paper because you're telling the printer how much ink it needs to put down. Then of course, I always tell you guys to make sure you switch that print quality over to high. You will notice the difference if you do not do this. Before you move on though and click print, make sure your paper is all loaded in your printer and ready to go. Now I did get a lot of questions on the watercolor paper that I did end up going with. I absolutely loved it. My printer took it very well. It's 300 GSM and it does have that little rigid edge on the side, which I absolutely love. If you guys want the same exact thing, make sure you check out my Amazon storefront for it. And that's all I got for you guys today. Make sure you save this video so next time you're looking to do something similar, you can give this a try with your printer.